Hey guys, wanted to do a video of how to install a Teflon glide. I got a couple of pieces here that you'll need to get it started, so let's jump right in. First thing you want to do is remove your glide, the old glide that you have on there. Usually you can just take a large flathead screwdriver, stick it in one of the corners and just kind of pry it off, and it comes right out. So you'll need a large flathead screwdriver. I have a couple other things. Here's our Teflon glide that we're going to install. This is a slotted glide. This one happens to be from Wander Supply. And you want some plumber's goop to seal off your edges, any little small areas that are as it seats onto the lips of your wand. And then a couple little small screwdrivers. Really, probably the only two that you'll need is a little small flathead. And I have a little small Phillips. I'll show you what I use those for here in a second. And then also a heat gun. Here we go, we'll jump in. So first thing I do is I take my plumber's goop and then I just run a line. Once you get it on, you can start stringing it as it touches the glide. I usually run that bead right across the top of the lip. And this is going to just help get a good seat and seal when you pop that glide on. So real quick, doesn't take much time at all. And you're all set. One thing that I have is I'm wearing some latex gloves. That just kind of keep the mess down a little bit. Alright, and the second thing you want to do is go ahead and turn your heat gun on and just start heating that glide up. It really doesn't take very long to do that. You just want to soften up the glide so you can manipulate it and it will form around your wand. You're also going to use the large flathead screwdriver that's used to pry off your wand to sort of spread the lips on your glide a little bit. Once I get this top part heated, then I'll turn it and I heat the back part. That's the part that's a little thinner than the front, so you'll be able to just kind of glide it on and open it up. It'll soften up enough to where it'll pop on the wand. So it doesn't take long, just a few, maybe 30 to 45 seconds, and you should be good to go. Alright, and then I take the flathead and I just sort of manipulate the back of the lips here and just kind of separate it a little bit so it'll open up, and then you just take it, and once you get it started it will slide right on. That goop begins to spread right onto your lips. Once you got it on, look on your edges, adjust your edges to make sure the glide's on evenly. And then the last thing that I do is I take the flathead screwdriver and I go in here and I just kind of open things up on this goop, and because it will spread and it'll get, it's going to kind of get down around the inside of your lip. So I just take it in there and remove it. And it also kind of seals the inside of the lips there. So I'm just taking that flathead and it scrapes it right off. One of the most important things on this process is that you actually do put the goop on first before you ever start heating and manipulating. What it does, it allows that goop a little bit of extra time to start firming up. So when you put that glide on, it's not as gooey. when you're doing this, and it actually kind of separates really nice, and it will peel right off. This isn't, you know, a standalone, the only way you can do it. There may be other processes that people may do, but this is just kind of how I do it, and it's worked well for us, so I figured I'd kind of make a quick video. It's not rocket science, but you know, sometimes being told over the phone isn't quite easy enough, so a video tutorial helps out a lot. So that's one thing we do there. And the last process that I like to do is I like to seal the end caps of the wand. So I'll turn it sideways and put a little bit of goop right there. Just a good little bead, probably about the size of a little peanut. And then I just kind of spread it around so it connects the edge of that wand. Turn it on the other side. I do the same process there. Put a little bead of goop there. Press it down. Slide it up. And you're good to go. One thing you want to do right after this is you want to take that glide, your wand, and set it up against the wall just as you position your hand as you're wanding, so it sits and that weight of the glide or the wand sits on your glide, and just let it sit overnight. It's probably the best thing to do, and let it dry up, and then you should be good to go. Alright, thanks guys, we'll see you around.